One of the cool new legends from Avatar: The Last Airbender is Toph the First Metalbender. It allows your non-token artifacts to become lands in addition to their other type, although they don't tap for mana. And at the beginning of your end step, you earthbend too. Now, the first line of text is the most important part because it allows for some really quirky combos in cEDH. There are things with landfall and stuff like that, but I think if those are a viable strategy, those have yet to be discovered. Now, what's really interesting is Toph's relationship with Candelabra of Tawnos. Now, as Candelabra has been errata to not actually reflect the text that you see on screen, but you're able to tap the Candelabra to untap X separate lands and pay X into it. So hypothetically speaking, because Candelabra of Tawnos becomes a land, you can pay mana into the Candelabra to untap itself and another artifact or another land that generates at least 3 mana. The classic example right now is Mana Vault, right? So if you have Mana Vault, Candelabra, and Toph on the battlefield, you're able to make infinite colorless mana, which is obviously really powerful. And there's plenty of ways to actually win the game with that, you know, using things like Walking Ballista, for example. Now, one of the other combos in the deck is actually using a card called Hope Tender. Now, when Hope Tender has the ability to exert it and untap 2 lands. So that doesn't quite work with Toph, so you have to make Hope Tender an artifact. And there's a few ways to do that throughout the deck. You can use something like Marvin, or you can use something like a Liquid Metal Torque to turn Hope Tender into an artifact. But with Toph, something that taps for 3 and Hope Tender turned into an artifact, or an artifact that uses Hope Tender's abilities, either way, another way to make some really cool infinites in the deck. This definitely makes for one of the most unique Naya commanders we've had in quite some time, so I'm excited to see if Toph the First Metalbender becomes a new cEDH player. Thanks to Wizards for sponsoring these videos and making me an ambassador for this set.